Buddy Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans. To get today's manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for One Punch Man chapter 223. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, this adorable kitty, on my lap, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have a full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked winter anime season in full swing, in which today we are going to be covering Jujutsu Kaisen and Madosehe no Slave. We're also covering Sosu no Frieren, Hell's Paradise Jigakuraku, Oshinoko, which, oh my god, I'm going to have to probably make a video on the censorship that happened in Oshinoko yesterday, because oh my god, it really, really pissed me off, and I'm surprised no one's talking about it. I mean, even the mangaka is pissed about it. Anyways, Fire Force, Tune to the Midnight Heart, Vigilante, Boku no Hero Academia Legals, Dead Account, Medalist, and Digimon, and there's even more on the way, including One Punch Man, which, oh my god. I'm doing it so you guys don't have to watch it. And be tortured by yourselves. Like, seriously, why the fuck is JC staff still covering this or doing this is beyond me. Like, seriously. But anyways, so please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So where we're starting off this chapter is with page 13 of chapter 126's adaptation of the webcomic, aka we're continuing where we left off. So let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. And this chapter is titled New Blood, and damn that buffalo looks sick. Oh my god, it looks fire. Damn, Raiden looks fucking amazing. This is some JoJo shit. Let's be real, that's some aura shit. Now, let's be clear, this is what a webcomic to manga adaptation should look like. Well, this is what part of me's like, this is what a manga to anime adaptation should look like. But there's I've said it multiple times. People are starting to wake up to it too, that this art is unadaptable. Let's be fucking real. It is. You could say, like, all these other studios and whatnot. No. This art, unless Murata is cracking the whip, is unadaptable. It is beautiful, though. Oh, my God. This is what I want out of you, Murata. Thank you. This looks great. Oh, my God. Raiden looks freaking amazing. Even the positioning looks great. Oh, my God. Of course I'm covering this before Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh my god. That fucking movement is stiffer than a motherfucker. Holy shit, that movement is stiff. There's sometimes where it's not, but god, a good chunk of the time it is stiff. Let's see. You're a pro hero, I presume? Dude, the look on his face is priceless. Ooh, the guts here look great. Oh my god, I love the guts and the gore. Oh, it's great. It's good that we got here in time. Please leave the rest to us. I love Raiden. I love what Murata did, where Raiden is just looking down on this mofo. It is great. That's the Neo Leader. That's the Neo Leader Raiden for you. He crushed that monster without even using a battle suit. Damn straight. You all did an excellent job. From my perspective, you are all frail, ordinary men, but with those suits, you turned to powerhouses capable of outmatching even a professional wrestler in an instant. Why is Sumo not here? I know it's a dumbass nitpick, because it's in the webcomic too, but it's like something, what it says here in the webcomic, okay? And this is why it's kind of bothering me. It says here in the webcomic, to me, normal people are usually frail and weak. Is it really possible to become as strong as the average sumo wrestler with just with this battle suit? In the manga, it says, from my perspective, you are all frail, ordinary men. So that part I don't have the issue with. It's this part I have the problem with. But with those suits, you turn to powerhouses capable of outmatching even a professional wrestler in an instant. I don't like that. No. No, 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 no. If one changed the line, that's one thing, but I don't know how I feel. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that line change. Because I really like that Raiden questioned it. That is it really possible to become as strong as the average sumo wrestler just with this battle suit? I like that in the webcomic he just questioned it. As I don't like that it's a statement for one thing. But I don't like that it's that also Raiden said outmatching even a professional wrestler in an instant. I don't like that. The art's great though. However, because the rest of the dialogue seems the same. It's just that line. Ugh, I don't like the change. However, scientific weapons through which sweat and blood do not circulate end up paralyzing the wild abilities that humans originally possess. For now, it seems I have no need for them. Now then, let's finish off the rest. Let me just make sure. Hold on, I just want to make sure that this is... Yeah. Yeah, so the rest of the... Yeah, that's why that bothers me. The rest of the dialogue is the same. It's roughly the same. So it's like... Why change that? One, if you were the one that decided... I know, pun. One, if you were the one who, like, decided to change that all on your own, that's fine. If this was Murata because, like, if this is like a Boruto situation, okay? Like, that means Murata just really pissed me off with the writing changed. Because it got rid of that, like, really good. I like that question. I really do. I don't like this. I really don't like this line change. I don't. Again, I know it's a nitpick, but I want to know, I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think of that line change? It bothers me, man. It does. But in terms of the art, it looks beautiful. I like how this light... Because in the webcomic, you just have the background of, you know, the buildings and, like, the other Neo heroes and whatnot. But this, I like what Murata did with the art. I like that you have this, like, divine light hitting Raiden. It looks beautiful. I actually do like that because it shows how superior, like, Raiden is in power. And I like that. I really do. They're strong and efficient too. It's not just the suits or the teamwork, but having that guy Raiden lead them, he was practically born to do this. Again, that's why that lighting works. Just looking at his back, it makes you just want to follow him. Again, this is why the lighting works for me. That's why I don't mind like the artistic changes here. I actually think it's kind of brilliant. And it's something, this is something I say in like a lot of the manga and anime live, you know, my anime live reactions, why I get really pissed the fuck off that they don't include a lot of the backgrounds that are from the manga. And it drives me bonkers for multiple reasons. And I'm including, I'll include One Punch Man in this conversation as well. Because it's making the animators do more work, which is fucking stupid. And two, like, it adds more oomph to it. It gives more meaning to it. Like, especially in this case with Raiden, when you have this, like, divine light shining on Raiden, and you have this guy here saying, let me read this again here, they're strong and efficient too. It's not just the suits or the teamwork, but having that guy Raiden lead them, he was practically born to do this. Just looking at his back, it makes you just want to follow him. That lighting really having this, like, divine light, like, gives you that impression too. He was born for it. Well, maybe it is just Maybelline. I had to do that. But yeah, like, this is what an adaptation is supposed to do. Where it's taking the blueprint, aka the source material, in this case the webcomic, and enhance it. That dialogue change does not, that we saw earlier, did not enhance it, but the art is definitely enhancing it. I really do like the metaphorical art that Murata put here. It's really good. Monster alerts are in effect across multiple regions today, and this close-up of the TV is nice too. I don't like that we don't have the Coney, but I do like this. Well, I know it's in the webcomic too, but God, this is like HD. And also, dude doesn't, the newscaster is changed too. Because in the webcomic, the newscaster in the webcomic design has glasses. The manga, it does not. Well, oh, we're seeing a family here too, watching, which we do not see in the webcomic, which I kind of do like. While high threat monsters have been spotted, reports indicate they are being neutralized in rapid succession. I do like that we're seeing people watch the news broadcast. I really do. Just what is going on out there? Let's go live to our reporter on the scene, Mr. Ogessa. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, this is one thing I'm kind of torn about in regards to this change. So on page 15 of 126 of the webcomic, which this scene in particular is cut out, and this bothers me. You see, like, the actual the scene on the ground before it goes to Ogessa. And I kind of would have liked to seen Murata's art for it. And I feel like and that's what was kind of cut in order to show, like, the people watching the TV. And that really does bother me. I would have rather had that, to be honest. But, oh, the actual scene on the ground, though, man, it looks beautiful. Yes, you wouldn't believe the chaos unfolding at the scene. A C-class hero on the scene tried to stand his ground against the sudden monster horde, only to suffer a crushing defeat. Just as the monsters were closing in on innocent civilians, help arrived from an unexpected source. Yay! We're actually seeing it! Not the Hero Association, but a brand new organization. The Neo Heroes and their roster of fresh talent. Let's see. Hold on. Time for a quick commercial break. Ooh. I do like what we have here with Suryu. This is nice. We're seeing him looking at the data about Garo. This is nice, and we're getting like the before and after too. I like that. That's a nice touch, Murata. So now we're getting to the commercial break, and we're seeing him watch this. Step into the new era with the Neo Heroes. The inaugural issue of the Neo Heroes webzine is free to read right now. Sign up now and get a special discount coupon. I don't like the lack of confetti. Or sparkle. Well, we got the sparkle. I like the Neo Heroes logo. Obviously, it's a huge improvement from the webcomic, let's be fucking real. Because it's just written as Neo Heroes. It's just the lettering, and it's so sloppy. Oh my god, it's just so generic. So, damn. I like this. Murata, I like this. I like the logo for Neo Heroes. It is beautiful. Because you have, like, the ring going around the N. It's actually part of the N, and I think it's also part of the H. The ring that's going around it is part of the N and the H. That is awesome. I like that. And then how the O, like the center of the O is. I like this. Okay, I see you, Murata. This is really nice. Alright, let's see. Oh my god. Velocity Snail looks fucking sick. This is what an adaptation is supposed to do. Take the blueprint and enhance it. It looks fucking sick. And this is what pisses me off about, like, certain manga to anime adaptations. I'm sorry, I gotta go on this tangent, because what Murata is doing is what I want in manga to anime adaptations. Especially, like, ones like, for example, like Togedanki. It's like, dude, what is giving you, like, basically so much to work with? And Murata is taking advantage of it. And you see a lot of these studios just not take advantage of it. And in some cases, do a downgrade. It just pisses me off so much. Oh my god, it makes me mad. But Murata, on the other hand, Murata is taking what one is giving him and working with it. It is beautiful. Oh my god, I love the extra eyes. It is stunning. Stunning! Murata, I am sorry for what JC Staff is gonna do. I really wish that your studio was going to be animating this. I really do. I do not want you to be burnt out, though. That's the problem, because he would be burnt the fuck out. I love the design of the shell. Oh my god, it is sick. And the destruction. Dude, he even put the destruction caused by the snail up behind him. That's awesome! Oh god, and this texture too. Damn, Murata. Oh my god, this looks sick. I have visual confirmation on the target. It's at control on the expressway, taking out cars as it goes. Have you secured the junction ahead? Good. Stick to the plan. All units stand by at the toll gate. I'll lead the target right to you. Here we go. Neo Hunters, let's give them hell. Yeah! Okay, so now we're getting to the start of 127's adaptation of the webcomic. This movement is beautiful. This snail's movement is beautiful. 390 kilometers per hour. I can never hit these speeds with my old custom skates. Dude, these skates look sickening. But with this new gear, catching up is child's play. Ooh. And there's the splat. Hold on, let's see the mark. Can we see the marking? Okay, so we're not going to see the poison. Okay, so, because we're supposed to see the poison spears. I think we're going to see that next chapter, but I'm happy with this. In all reality, this chapter could have ended at the end of chapter 126. I think that if this chapter would have ended at the end of chapter 126's adaptation of the manga or webcomic, I think that would have been fine with me. Yeah. I think this should have ended. This could have ended like at, I really think that where this could have ended is page 15 of 126's adaptation of the manga. So, I know it would have been a lot shorter. But, let's see, what page is this? It would have ended at page 11 of this chapter. But, like, what it means is that they could have expanded it just a little bit more. But I totally understand why Murata did that. I totally do, because they wanted to finish out at least 126 as adaptation of the webcomic. Totally understand. But man, I'm torn. Like, I feel like we could have had the Suryu content and like stuff from like pages 15 and or at least like page 15 from 126 of the webcomic specifically. We could have had that last chapter. Yeah, that should have been in the last chapter. And then we could have had the writing content and then the rest of this content here. And I think I would have been totally fine with that. I think it would have worked a little bit better. Because then you would have had the Webby Gaza content, because this is the Webby Gaza ad. It would have all connected. It would have flowed fine, and then yeah, and then it would have, if you would have had if you would have had page 15 from 126 at the end of this at the end of last chapter, then you could have started off this chapter 223 with the start of or with page 13 of chapter 126 of the webcomic, and it would have flowed really nicely. Yeah, I think that's what this should have done. I really think that's what the manga should have done. And it would have worked so much better. At least in my opinion. I think that would have worked better. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you guys think? Because I think if they would have done that, then you would have had like that really good cliffhanger with Garo. And then with, if it would have went the way that I'm picturing it with 223, then Murata could have finished the adaptation of 126 of the webcomic and then gone into the start of 127. Yeah, then I think it would have worked. Let me just double check the one other thing on 127. I think there was something else here. Because they had the tongues too. Yeah, they could have wrapped up pun with the tongues. They could have done up to page 5 or page 4 of 127. Yeah, that would have worked. I think that totally would have worked because you have the poison spears too. Unless Murata's going to cut out the poison spears. But yeah, I think that would have worked. At least in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys think that, as I said, that the Webby Gaza, like the Suryu and Suryu watching the new or the news content and the Webby Gaza, and Suryu watching the Webby Gaza commercial and looking at the Garo data should have been at the end of last chapter, and then this chapter be like the rest of 126 is adaptation of the manga, and pages 1 through 4 of 127 is adaptation of the webcomic. For me, I think that would have worked a lot better, and then start 224 with page 5 of chapter 127's adaptation of the webcomic. I think that would have worked a lot better, at least in my opinion. Because then you would have gotten like that really good, as I said, you would have gotten that really good cliffhanger, and then we could have just like 223 and this chapter obviously I'm referring to 223, and then 224 would focus all on the Neo heroes, and then you wouldn't have that like awkward break in between. You know what I mean? But overall, in terms of adaptation wise, I'm getting what I want. I don't know if Murata is just watching my content. That's a conspiracy, I think. Or if Murata is reading my tweets, or which I tweeted about before, that I just want an adaptation of the webcomic. I do tag Murata when I tweet out my videos, so maybe he is watching my content. I am very happy I am getting an adaptation of the webcomic. This is what I want. I want an adaptation of the webcomic. And as I said, if there's like changes in the order of events, I just want it to flow nicely. That's all I want. I just want a nice flow to it. That's it. That's all I want. But in terms of the art looks really, really good. I like the changes in the art that Murata did here. Especially in terms of the metaphorical art with Raiden. I thought that was genius. But that dialogue change, no. I really hate that dialogue change, that line change from Raiden about how strong the suits are. But with those suits, you turn into powerhouses capable of outmatching even a professional wrestler in an instant. I hate that line change. I fucking hate it. But I'll read the webcomic line. Let me just pull it up real quick. What it was in the webcomic again, because like it's just so much better. It really is. Because it says here in the webcomic, is it really possible to become as strong as the average sumo wrestler just with this battle suit? I like that better. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more One Punch Man content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!